Hello and welcome. In this video we're going to have a look at these lights. They're from a doll's house, and as you can see they are absolutely proper tiny. So the first thing I'm going to do with these is break the lamp. Now it looks like the lamp, it is sort of potted in there. So I think the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get my vise, I'm going to put this in a vise and then possibly get the Dremel and try and clean out in there. So let me set that up and I'll be back with you. Okay, so we can see here what the problem is. You see the glass is bonded in around the edge. So I need to somehow break that bit of glass out, then I can feed an LED such as this inside there. I'm going to try a drill bit just to try and convince it to break. Oh dear. Now the problem I'm encountering here is I don't want to put too much pressure on the outside of this, because I don't want to find myself with it not going back into the lamp holder. Okay, let's get something else. It's actually quite amazing how much pressure I'm having to put on the glass to get it to break. Let's just try doing a rotary turn in there. That is actually starting to do something. Now what I'm going to do before I go any further is I'm going to turn it in my pliers a little bit, because I have to say I am concerned. Okay, I think that I may have broken enough out to get the two joints. So this here is soldered on. I'm going to warm the solder up and I'm just going to give it a tap. What I'm trying to encourage is for it to fall through using its own weight. See there, we're starting to get a hole. That's good. Now, I don't know if that's through or whether that's just a starting point, but we'll give it a poke. No, it's just a starting point. So let's have a little look on the inside. You can see the glass at the bottom here is starting to actually come out now. So as we're breaking that solder at the back, we're warm, and again there's actually down the back here a gap. Now I'm going to wonder if I can actually get the screwdriver in there now and just sort of lever it round. Okay, let's put you back somewhere you're in focus. Now, that says to me that piece of glass there now is free. So I reckon if I was to give that another heat, I can convince that piece of glass and that bit of wire to fall out. So let's try that. So I'm going to warm this again. It is moving. Okay, I had another little dig at it, and now I've got that chunk out, and all that's holding it is that little bit of solder there. So now we've got this clear, as you can see. So let's see if we can put an LED back in there. To start off with my LED, and I bent the one leg off like this. So I'm going to feed the other one down in the middle. And I'm going to try and solder that back on there. So I'm going to put a little kink into there and I'm going to cut it off. Like that, look. You see I've got a bit of a kink there. So the plan will be that I'm going to solder that onto there, and I'm going to do that before I go any further. So solder that to there. Put a blob of fresh solder on there. Okay, so that's soldered that to there. I'm going to turn this round. Grab that again. And just put a little solder bead on there. Let's cut that off and we'll give it a go. This is what we've got. It's not quite as neat as the original, but I am hoping that it will still screw into the lamp. Moment of truth. Okay, it's gone in. So let's put that on there like that. I get the end of the wire. Let's put a bit of power to it and see if it lights up. Now I haven't put a resistor in this at the moment, but I'm just using a 3-volt penny cell as a test supply, and when I wire it into the doll's house I will put appropriate resistors in place. So what I'm hoping is that when I connect it up we'll see light. So now we have an LED lamp in there to light up, and you see a little bit of light from it there for the doll's house, and it's even lighting up to the shade, which is nice. So I've got quite a few more of these to do, and I'm going to show you some of the other types as I do them. Okay, so the next light we're going to address is this one. It has this little ball sitting in the top of here, and it had this light in the bottom. Now as you can see, this is soldered on, and they just put a little bit of hot melt on there. So I'm hoping that I can do a similar fitment using one of these. So let's give it a try. I'm going to start off by cutting the legs off, literally on top of the lamp, just giving me the tiniest little bit to solder onto. I may even take some more off yet. I think I'm going to give it a try. Make them as small as I can. Okay, now the idea of this is obviously we're going to have to insulate these wires. So there we go, there is the lamp we're going to use. Oh, that is so tiny. Just going to get a little bit of solder on both of them, and then I'm going to attempt to solder the cables on. Let's see how successful we are at this. This is probably going to be the strangest soldering I've ever done, in that I'm not looking at what I'm doing because, well, it's just too small. I'm actually looking at the monitor on my recorder. Okay, we're soldered on. Give this a go. Hit the wires up and nothing's happening. Try it the other way around. Well, I don't know what's happened there, but she's not lighting up no more. I wonder if the crocodile clip was just shorting the lamp out. Let's try again. Here we go. It's possible, isn't it? There we go. The crocodile clip was doing it, so there we go. That's lit up, so we know it works. That is kind of awesome. You know, when you look at the size of that, if I bring in a CR2032 next to it, it's proper tiny. The next thing I'm going to do is just feed this through here. There's a reasonable sized hole in the bottom. There we go. Now, that's going to sit there and the ball will go back over the top of it. He says. Okay, so the ball will go in like that. Now, I'm not going to glue this because I think that some of the UV glues might be better for it. But there you go, she lights up. So I'm going to give this one back and let the Gothic unicorn put some UV glue on it or something and finish that off. But from an electrical point, that now works, and we'll move on to the next one. Next in the agenda, we've got this tiny little lava lamp, which it appears unscrews. Hey, look at that. Now what I want to do is I want to put this LED inside it. Now why I want this LED is the original light in here just lit up. So I want to put this one in here, which is a colour changer. So rather than just being a single colour, it actually does something quite cool. So here, a lamp here. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom you in a bit more. Hang on, is that plug? You know what? That looks like that bulb is in a little plug. I wonder how lucky we are. If I cut this off here. I'm trying to gap them a little bit. Nah, they're not going to go in there. I just wonder whether that plug would actually work. So, trying to use this plug here to put that LED in is a no-go. Now, from the bottom we can see there's the back of that plug and that brass bit, so I wonder if I can just convince that to pull out. Okay, here we go, down, nope, we'll get into it somehow. And multi-tool in here. Okay, we've got a hole. I'm just going to blow that out. Okay, so I've cleared that out there. So next what I'm going to do is set this LED up to go into it. So I fed the cable back through. I'm going to strip the cable and we're going to solder it on. But what I've done with this one, I've left the two legs slightly different lengths. So the idea being is that I can sort of stand it on the one at the bottom and the other one will then be out of the way. Now, I have not put any resistors on anything. I'm going to rely on the cable for a bit of resistance, and when I connect it up to the controller I'll put some resistors on the input, and I'm only ever going to run it off 3 volts. There we go. Now, that, I hope, I should be able to get to just sit on top of here. Now I think, looking at the way this is behaving, if I fold that wire over like that, I could actually sort of just tuck that into there, like that, and probably put the tiniest amount of hot melt on that. And that'll go in. Let's see if it works. So it's working, so we'll put a little bit of hot melt on it and see how that comes out. Okay, I've got some hot melt on there. I am literally just going to use my fingers to run it round and just try and push it underneath. as an insulator. So I'm just going to check that still works. That's now in place, and as I put it into there, there's a little bit of tightness on that, which is what I wanted to see. So that means it's going to hold it there. And there we go. That's that one done. That was nice and straightforward and looks bloody cool.